Well, Black and White Network, let's talk about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is going to be leaving office in January, and hopefully he's actually replaced by President Trump. Now, the Biden-Harris administration has been an unmitigated disaster, folks. Inflation out of control, the border wide open, war is popping up everywhere, and they actually want you to pay for it, by the way. Yes, courtesy of the Democrats, the Harris-Biden administration. Now, a lot of people believe, guys, that Joe Biden really wasn't running anything, that someone else behind the scenes was actually making all the calls. Well, Beijing Biden actually appeared on The View, and maybe he wasn't actually supposed to say this, but he did. All of the pain and suffering that you're feeling right now is because of Kamala Harris. Yes, Joe Biden, the empty suit that he is, actually went on there and on The View and actually said that he delegated everything to Kamala Harris. Maybe, just maybe, guys, this is actually payback because Democrats ousted Joe Biden. They were actually threatening this man with the 25th Amendment if he didn't step aside. After that debate, man, President Trump predicted Joe Biden's out of there. What happened? He was out of there. Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, other top Democrats said, Joe, you got to go. You got to go. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, man, Joe Biden doesn't actually want Kamala Harris to win. Now, I've already said, guys, she's a worse candidate than Biden in 2020. This woman is nothing but word salad. She's not really speaking. She's not doing anything. This woman's incompetent, folks. Incompetent. Trump, I believe, is going to win. And maybe, just maybe, man, Joe Biden going on View actually did endorse Donald Trump because he laid the problems at the feet of Kamala Harris. Yes. Not directly like that, what he said, but when he says that he delegated everything to her, that tells you everything you need to know, folks. So let's get into it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. And everyone can also support us by becoming a member on blackandwhitenetwork.com or supporting us on Locals, both for just $5 per month. Check the links in the description. So here we go. Right here, guys. Joe Biden says he delegated everything to Kamala Harris, foreign policy to domestic policy. Yeah. The inflation, lack of drilling, all that stuff, man, because of Kamala Harris. You notice that Joe Biden has actually been on vacation more than any other occupier of the Oval Office ever. This man has constantly been on vacation because he wasn't running anything. Now, the media wants you to believe that she wasn't the border czar. Now, that was definitely something that Joe Biden put her in charge of. Now, he's saying that she had her hand in everything. Her hand was completely in the cookie jar. And guess what, guys? You paid the price. You paid the price. Illegal aliens, inflation, the price is out of control. Yeah, because of her. Look here, it says, Joe Biden said Wednesday that he delegated everything as commander-in-chief to Kamala Harris, including foreign policy and domestic policy. The acknowledgement is significant because it contradicts Harris's talking points. Yeah. Harris has tried multiple times to distance herself from the Biden-Harris record. Yeah, the media wants to say, hey, she was just number 2. She wasn't number 1. Joe Biden's like, that's not true. That's not true at all. She was right there. I actually gave her power. And now, look at what's happened, folks. Yeah. Quote, my approach is about new ideas. This is what Kamala Harris told Action News 6 ABC, September 13th. She said, my approach is about new ideas, new policies that are directed at the current moment. And also, to be very honest with you, my focus is very much in what we need to do over the next 10, 20 years to catch up to the 21st century. But she's just more Joe Biden. Even though she says here, I'm obviously not Joe Biden. And, I offer a new generation of leadership. She said, providing examples of what the Biden-Harris administration failed to achieve. Wow. 57% of registered voters believe they are not better off under the Biden-Harris administration as they were 4 years ago under former President Donald Trump. Yeah, exactly. And also, by the way, guys, over there in Georgia, that a panel of 8 black people, and 7 out of the 8 said, yeah, the economy was better under Trump. Only one of them said it was better. And I got questions about that guy. What actually makes you think the economy is better under Harris than Donald Trump? Got questions about that. But look here, guys. This is Beijing Biden saying it himself. Here we go.
And as vice president, there wasn't a single thing that I did that she couldn't do. Mm-hmm. And so I was able to delegate her responsibility on everything from foreign policy to domestic policy. And
she's been a complete failure. She's always talking about, oh, we're working on a ceasefire in Palestine and Gaza. How's that worked out? There is no ceasefire. None. Russia, Ukraine. Kamala Harris wants to fund Ukraine forever. And by the way, Volodymyr Zelensky out here in the U.S. telling people to vote for Kamala Harris. Yeah, he's a grifter, man. He wants more of your money. But I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't think it's going to work. New polls coming out, folks, and Kamala Harris is in a whole bunch of trouble, folks. I mean, Gallup now is saying that Trump is actually going to win the popular vote. Now, if that happens, folks, it's going to be a wipeout for Kamala Harris. A complete wipeout. I mean, all she's really doing, guys, is just running on Trump derangement. Her policies are not going to work. The policies that have actually gotten out there, it's like full-blown communism, folks. That's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. And now Joe Biden, man, in his final farewell, is saying, hey, don't look at me. This is Kamala Harris right here. She decided this stuff. She's the reason for your pain and suffering. She's the reason for inflation. He said she was involved in everything. Everything, man. And at this point, guys, Joe Biden really doesn't have anything to lose. He has nothing to lose at this point. He's leaving. Nobody cares. Now, of course, the media's trying to prop him up as some type of a hero. But as he actually goes out the door, he's giving a big FU to the Democrats here, guys. A big one. All right. You guys want to kick me out because he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go. But the Democrat establishment knew he was going to get wiped out. Joe Biden did not want to go, folks. And all he did was say, you know what? You guys want to do that to me? All right. I'm going to actually throw Kamala Harris under the bus now. And put the blame on her. In a nice way. But everybody can see, man, if she was a part of every decision in his administration, we cannot have 4 more years of that. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.